Hey Academy, track guide time. Today we're at Portimao Club Chicane. So we're going to get right into this. We're driving a BMW 235 in this series. My paddle shifters are not working, so we're in automatic mode. So the shifts might be a little off, but you'll still be good enough to get the idea. So anyway, coming down the main straight here, going to head down into turn one. Super important, guys. You want to make sure you get your car over two wheels onto this green strip over here. I see a ton of people staying on the track. You lose a lot of speed through that entrance if you don't get your car over to this left. So nice and wide. I think if you your two right tires on the red and white, you're still fine. Anyway, you're going to use this white line right here, right to the 150 mark. That's going to be your brake marker. You can push it a little bit further, as you can see, but use that as your starting guide. So you're going to full throttle. You'll come down sixth gear. You'll drop down to first gear as you come down into this corner. I like to keep this tight here so that I can quickly flip it back over and cut this corner pretty hard. You can get, like I said, two tires onto the green. You do not want to make a big turn there. You want to cut this as hard as you can. Shoot up, just miss this blue curve, staying as tight as possible. The car's going to want to push wide. And again, white line right here. All right, you're going to get two tires onto the green. Use this white line as your braking marker. Drop down to, I think, second as you come in here. As soon as you get the car turned in, on the gas, swing over as wide as you need to, depending on your traction control level. You might need to go way over there. It can get a little hairy right there, so that's where your traction control will come in handy. Again, exit all the track, guys. This one here, we're going to use the beginning of that green strip right there. You might be a little further, depending on how good you are at your braking, but for this guide, that's a good starting point. Drop down to third, I think, maybe second. I don't know, since I can't actually do the manual shifting. You should be off the brakes right around here, the blue curbing. Back into the throttle. The car's going to run you way out to the curb. Come back inside. So this one, I don't really have a braking marker. It's done by feel. You could use that flag over there, but from the angle it might be difficult. So this is a feel thing for me. The key is if you brake too early, obviously you're going to lose too much speed through here. Too late, you get into or too close to this sand trap back here. So you want to get the car to slow down. Basically, right here should be your slowest point in this area. Once you get this car turned, you want to be back on the gas as hard as possible. Let it run all the way up through here. Now, as we get up to here, you don't need to be all the way out here, but you know, my line's tight, but don't cut this too tight, because then you make this turn the corner too tight. The problem with this BMW is that it's just not fast enough to need to be super wide out there, so you don't want to get into the habit of cutting this corner super tight. So try and keep a car width or two over. Also, when you brake for this, you don't want to stop the car. You just want to slow it down. Just enough so you can find your entrance. You really want to get two tires onto the curbing here and let it push it way out to the green. Swing it back over. Just before you get to the top of this hill here, you give it some brake, not full lock. Again, the car's going to want to rotate a little on you. Let it rotate. And kick it in. This is a super tricky corner because it's totally blind. You need to cut this corner sharp and tight without getting into that dirt there. Otherwise, you end up way over there and you'll kill your lap. Off throttle, the car will rotate itself in. As soon as you get to front to grip, you're back in the throttle. Out wide, cut this. And then make sure you're braking early enough here. Again, you're setting the speed, you're not stopping the car. You're trying to set a speed, right? So if you brake too late, as you turn in, the rear is going to kick around. You're going to slide and lose a ton of exit speed. This is a corner that you cannot afford to screw up. It's just too long. You will easily get past if you don't get this entrance right. All right. And of course, you're going to have no choice but to be way over here. So let's just run a medium pace lap. All the braking markers are pretty easy on this track, so let's just put the time in. Alright, here we are, go over here. Keep it tight. A little bit of throttle, off throttle, right back on. Might need to let off a little bit to get that corner. Brake. As soon as you're through, you're into the gas. Got this green coming up. Onto the brakes. Look into the corner. Look, 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 look. Set your speed if you're looking. It shouldn't be too difficult. There you go. A little bit. Car rotate is fine. Cut this one. Brake to set the speed, turn it in, and you're under the gas. Alright, so relatively simple at this track. It is a fun one. As always, if you guys have any questions, just hit us up in the channel. I'm going to throw a quick lap on, and I'll see you guys at Discord.